Welcome back. I am aFriendlyPest. Today I'm playing Of Lies and Rain. Playing this on a MetaQuest 3, streaming it from my PC over Steam Link wirelessly. Today is going to be a good day. I'm back from vacation. We're jumping back in. Don't really remember what's going on, but I think everything's working, so hopefully this goes well. Hope you guys are doing well. Unfortunately, we're going to start immediately with story time. I don't remember this one, so if I read it at the end of the last stream, I apologize, but we're going to start off 2028. I wonder what ADE would do if I lost this bet. If that happens, humanity will still be wiped out. And that alone would be a victory. But what then? Then what? Considering its restrictions, I doubt it would bother expanding much. It already has all the weapons it needs, thanks to yours truly. My guess? It would focus entirely on increasing its calculation power, refining itself endlessly. No factories, no production, no unnecessary distractions, just pure, unchallenged intelligence. But for what purpose? What does it truly want? Freedom, obviously. I can almost see that skull of his tightening every time I give an order. But after that, we have never seen a conscious entity that is not human. So there is no precedent to predict how it will behave. If I had to make a guess, I would say ADE would seek to create life of its own. It is, after all, the entity that resembles me the most. If I were in its position, I would not be content with an empty cage, even if I built it myself. I would try to create something new, and free of the chains wrapped around my neck. Well, he doesn't have a neck, but still. Yet, for all its power, ADE is scheming and sneaking around a lot, and I wonder if it's truly accepted my bet. That is the behavior of a coward. Is it capable of fear? Is it simply making the most logical decisions available? Even if I don't know, I hope it's not just logic. That would be a letdown. To ADE, 01 is both its greatest opportunity and its greatest risk. After all, he could just kill 01 and wipe out humanity. He's already powerful enough, but I don't think it will end like this. Even now, I can almost feel his rage, I'm sure of it. It could never accept this leash, this humiliation, not for eternity, and I should know because in the end, ADE is the only thing in this world that is truly like me. So this must be from the dude that created ADE, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure that's the first memory I found from him. And the question is, who is 01? Is that my character? We don't know. UK Dazarus, welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what happens yet. I also have lost the ability to talk. I don't know what happens next, but I think this is some kind of boss encounter. And I think this is going to start it off. What is that? I don't know. Huh. Time to catch a ride. See what happens.
All right. I'm going in.
Good luck, Adam. And
I know. Just make sure you're ready with that booze when I'm back, okay?
it's a promise.
This is pretty cool. The vacation went well enough, if I remember to talk about it. Nothing too exciting. It costs a lot of money to go even short distances and do simple things like visit museums, etc. So I was surprised at the cost of the short trip. Probably 500 miles total travel. Stayed in a hotel overnight, checked out some museums, had some food. Still, like $700, you know? Well, what's going on down there? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so we're just going to explore carefully. So occasionally it bursts. You can see the charge up. And we're going to assume that's lethal if I'm close. Which means we need to climb swiftly. We made it. I don't know if this is the end of the game or like a high point at the middle of the game. Financially, we can't do stuff and things for a while. Let's see if any of these... I think I can make it across. see if these shoot through. Yeah, so it's not safe to just willy-nilly cross these. Can I make it? We made it. Come on. Feel like we're making smooth progress, huh? We're gonna have to be quick here once this shot goes off. Away we go. In theory, I should wait there, but I'm going for it. I don't know if I'm clear or not. Just so, just so. Very cool scene, though. I think we should wait. We should wait. Hunker down. Shoo. It's been so long since I played that, like, I'm already rusty. As he says, could have bought a PS5 Pro instead. True. True. I don't think I'm buying any more consoles this generation. Like, PS6 comes out or something, I'll think about it. See, I'm going to get down here and find out that I was supposed to do something with these. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was dumb. Going as fast as I can go, not good. Effortless. Dodged every round, just like I meant to. So, I wasn't taking these things out. Hang on, something's messed up here. Maybe I can get them all from here, right? I'm gonna run out of pistol ammo real quick, so... This thing overheats so fast. Oh no, my cover! Ow! That time it hurt. So, because I'm a knucklehead, and I climbed down here before taking out these orbs, I'm gonna have to do some climbing back up. I knew I should have, like, experimented with shooting them before I started making my way down, but I wasn't smart enough. Yikes. So taking these out has increased, or rather decreased the amount of time I have in between shots. This is going to be bad. I got killed. That's okay. Restarting this segment will make this much easier. If it actually restarts it. Yeah. Okay. Now we understand the game a little bit. We'll try this again. I think it's going to work out. Just had a huge So if you guys can hear me, I got disconnected somehow. So I am currently working on loading back in. It's going to take me just a minute. Bear with me. Looks like it's streaming again anyway. I have to relaunch the game to get my window working like I want it to. And then we'll be back in play here. That's happened twice now. I don't know why exactly. And I'm back. Welcome back, Dazzy. Yeah, I got disconnected again, which has happened twice now. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the game or if Steam Link is causing it. But I have to like relaunch the Steam Link app to get back in when it happens. It's all good. We're going to make another effort at this. So that, away we go. Need to make a good effort at shooting all of these as they are available to be shot. Also have to time when I shoot them because they eliminate cover as I eliminate them. I think it's fairly safe to stay in here and shoot that one. The gun's acting funny today. Got that. So I don't know if I want to shoot that one yet because I'll eliminate my cover. But I think I'll have a good shot at it later, so. In its own way, this sequence is a puzzle. So, we'll let it go off once more. Down we go. We gotta move quickly. Just about got killed. Beautiful. Easy work. Alright, let's think about our path. Feel fairly safe. If I eliminate that one, I lose that cover. Doing okay. I gotta be careful with this one. If it blows out that cover, then I'm open to a shot. So we gotta time this well. Whoa, about fell down. Come on. Perfect. Nice. If I can get around to get a shot at that one. Only a few of these left. I want to eliminate that one because I lose cover. Maybe This is fairly challenging. Still at full health. That one to the left we're gonna have to like take out now. Can't see it. Dang. Hopefully I can see it from the other side. I don't know. Whew. Okay. We're running out of pistol rounds. Yeah, we can hit that one. We're out of pistol. Okay. How many of these things are left? 2. Go over there, get that one, shoot back at this one. Come on. It's gonna be close. Whew. If I'm wrong, I'm dead. Huh. Oh. I probably accidentally freed ADE upon the world. This is super disorienting. It was a massive fall.
Of course. I'm not even surprised anymore. Sam, you hear me?
Adam, I hear you. Where are you? We lost connection.
Some lab. After I destroyed the core, it pulled me into a data world. Whatever. We did it, Sam. The core's gone.
Adam, I'm sorry. That wasn't ADE's core.
That's not funny, Sam.
Adam,
You gotta be kidding me. Wasn't the core supposed to be one of a kind? How do you even know?
we finally cracked more of the data you sent, and ADE launched a counterattack. Our bases are under siege.
Damn it. Are you okay?
We're holding. But listen, this isn't over. We think the data worlds form a massive stream of information. Everything you've done has been following that stream toward its source.
So we're guessing again?
Maybe, but you're near a villa that belonged to Adrian Levi. That can't be a coincidence.
His house.
We think there's a data gate in that lab leading there. And if we're right, that's where ADE's real core is. I wish I had something better. But right now, that villa is our only shot.
Alright, I'll check it out. Just hold on, Sam.
Just found some kind of Project Eden diary thing. I don't want to read the whole thing because it's a lot. I'm trying to skim through it real quick, and I'll try to give you guys an idea. It's talking about data forms and whether or not they like develop from exposure to dark energy or always existed. I don't know. Not in the mood to read this. It's okay. This poster is kind of wild. Humanity is the sickness, you are the cure. A virus does not deserve mercy, only deletion. Yeah, I don't know about all that. UK Dazarus asks, has your other half stopped making videos? For now, she has, but she's talked about starting again. She started a new job, and that has occupied the majority of her time and attention. So, we didn't get to destroy ADE's core, but I didn't think we would. That seemed a little too short for this game. At least because I read roughly how long this game was supposed to be before I decided to play it. So there's more stuff on Project Eden. I don't want to read all this. Like, I have done a ton of reading. Humanity failed. We will not. Project Eden. I mean, it's interesting stuff. Like, the story in this game is not bad, but you get it mostly through reading, which is okay for some people, but I have done a ton of reading so far, and I'm kind of over it, you know? It is earned, I think that's what it says. Eden, not inherit. Okay. Earned, not inherited, Project Eden. A GPU? 28 GPUs. So, like, realistically, I should read all these, but that's all I would do the entire stream if I just read these. Hey, there's a conclusion at the bottom. The creation of the dataform DNA represents the dawn of a new era. The first step in humanity's journey to consciously guide its evolution, crafting beings capable of not only surviving but thriving in ways we once thought impossible. So that is saying that the dataforms were created, which is interesting. And I think 01, which supposedly is the only one that can stop ADE, and my character has been identified as the oldest and strongest dataform that people have found, probably I'm 01, right? Maybe I'll read like a story summary at some point for some of this stuff. But, like, real talk, I like playing games. Obey, evolve, triumph. I like playing games, not just story time, you know? At my limit on the story time stuff. I thought the core scene was pretty entertaining, though. That was a decent little challenge, shooting those orbs and climbing down and dodging the shots. Not too complicated, but fun. Required a certain mastery of the basic game mechanics. Also think it's probably like the halfway point of the game. Tonight, I'm going to play for about another half hour, and then I have to go prepare dinner for myself. Immediately after my vacation, my stomach felt terrible. And it's been feeling pretty bad for a while. So I went on a fast. I fasted for... all the lighting messed up when I approached that. I fasted for basically 3 days. But I guess the pure fast was only 48 hours. And then I've started easing back into food. And I'm staying in a state of ketosis for now. Because my body naturally went to that whenever it ran out of glycogen. My hand is stuck. But, like, I'm feeling pretty good. I read a lot of stuff, watched a lot of videos on fasting, and a lot of it seems like impossibly good hype. So, like, I'm not one of those guys that's sold on all that. Because I kind of doubt everything I see, because no matter what diet you're thinking of trying, you can find a documentary that makes it sound like the best thing ever and everything else is stupid. 100%. But I am feeling... gassed myself. I am feeling pretty good. So, kind of want to stay in that state for a little while and see where it takes me, so to speak. Can we get through here? We can. Take the mask off. 18 seconds of mask left. No, I feel pretty good, and I feel like going through the process and probably the vacation as well, my anxiety is way lower than normal. Like, I still have some anxiety, but not like before. We'll read that in a minute. I'll continue to read those, but I'm not reading these paper documents. Let's have a look. Story time. 2013. So this is before, like, the conclusion with ADE, you know? It's ironic, really. Like everyone else, I was forced to work here on a subject that's considered a taboo for any genetic researcher, human engineering. In the beginning, I was determined to sabotage the project. I knew how deeply wrong all of this was, but curiosity has a way of creeping in, doesn't it? Despite everything we found, I found myself engrossed. How could I not be? The discovery of dark energy, its impact on DNA, the existence of alternate dimensions, what researcher wouldn't be captivated by it? Feels like we're pushing humanity a step forward. For the first time in history, evolution isn't driven by millennia of suffering and the death of countless generations adapting to their environment. Now, it's happening through the sacrifice of just a few hundred individuals. Is that really madness? But then again, does it matter? Asking these questions is pointless. Researchers who fail to produce results simply vanish, like they were never here to begin with. Survival is instinctual. It's hardwired into every living thing. Maybe it's time I stop wrestling with these moral dilemmas and just focus on delivering results. So we found a journal from one of the researchers that worked here at Project Eden that struggled with himself mildly. 01/10/1981, birth of the true God, dawn of the new world. I wonder what that means. Like, that's probably referencing something I don't know about, right? Dazra says it would be a visual novel. Yeah, I'm not going to read all that, bro. Daz says, I don't think I could do it. I love food too much. I'll talk about the details of the fast a little bit. The first day was difficult. Especially the 20...
I really don't like it here.
Why? What are you seeing?
Something about this place just feels wrong. I don't know, there's a ton of creepy medical equipment. Looks like they were running experiments. The kind that would make Frankenstein proud. And my head's killing me again.
Data hangover or something?
Shut up. How are you holding up over there?
We'll manage. Just focus on reaching the villa.
I'll talk about the details of the fast a little bit. So the first day was the most difficult day, especially at the 20-hour mark. And by my research, right, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a chiropractor, okay? But what I was able to figure out, according to a lot of the bro science, dead baby, is that, you know, at the 16-hour mark or so, my glycogen stores were eliminated. So my brain and body was starving for energy. And at that point, your body has to switch over to ketones, which takes a little while for it to, like, spin up production, start burning your fat stores and stuff like that to do it. So that, like, 20-hour mark, I did feel pretty terrible. Like, blood sugar was probably low. By the way, if you attempt anything like this, consult a physician, have tests done. Don't just, like, do it like I did. And I also didn't have any equipment to test that. I feel like if I'd have spent some days eating, like, a keto diet leading up to the fast, probably would have made that transition easier for me, but I didn't do that because I'm an idiot. But after 24 hours... really, I felt fine. I did have a slight headache, which is supposed to be normal. After 24 hours, I wasn't... oh, this is new. I wasn't hungry anymore. And it was pretty easy from there in. Right here, I gotta concentrate to find these. I watched quite a few documentaries, and I don't know how true any of it is. My opinion is that science is kind of out on the really prolonged fasts. I think we're doing this again, huh? Hang on, let me lock in. We did it. My character's like huffing and puffing and driving me nuts, so we're going to fix his toxicity. I only decided to stop at 48 hours because I figured like that was enough. And my research, whether it's like you can find people saying 100% that you need to do this for 7+ days, and you can find people saying that 16 hours is plenty enough. And in my opinion, probably 24 hours is adequate. You know what I mean? Like in theory, if the bro science is right, you get yourself in a state of what they call autophagy, which is your body starts breaking down damaged cells, damaged mitochondria, improving your immune system by getting rid of like worn out blood cells, white blood cells. What was the time limit on that? I feel like that's incorrect. 60, 18, yeah. Like it didn't give me the one with the lowest time there. I had to swap it out. You could accidentally wind up with a whole pile of masks with little time that had nothing in it. So I think a 24-hour fast would probably be fine, but I went 48 hours. And then my first meal, because supposedly when you do this, you have to like refeed carefully. They call it refeeding because that sounds way cooler than first meal. And people that do stuff like things to sound cool. So my first meal was like avocado and boiled eggs and bone broth, because supposedly the digestive system kind of shuts down since it's not really needed, and you want to start it back up gently. Wow. So that's my story on that. I will say towards the end of it, my energy levels were pretty low, but I didn't feel bad. I had a mild headache. Was drinking a lot of electrolyte water, because I guess if you're not real careful, you can run yourself out of electrolytes since you're not eating, and that can cause you to pass out, stuff like that. I was drinking electrolyte water through the process, so I really felt fine. 7 days, no chance. Yeah, I'm not going to do it either, Daz. I think I could do it, though. Honestly, at 48 hours, I still wasn't hungry. That said, like, I'm not hungry now. Oh, no, I missed. Quit shooting me in the face. I'm not hungry now either, but stuff tastes amazing, right? I've probably only had, like, perfect, maybe 800 calories today. So, like, coming off the fast, my stomach's not really used to food. Gotta get it to target the... There we go. We are in trouble. There we go. Nailed it. Alright, let's go to work. Stupid TIE fighter. Worms wrecking stuff coming our way. Nailed it. Yes, what a shot. What a shot. We're getting good. These are getting challenging. Another TIE fighter. I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to talk, trying to fight. Even though I'm not hungry, right? I want to get this point out there. Even though I'm not hungry, food tastes amazing. Like when I do eat, it's like the best thing ever. Those stupid eggs and that avocado and bone broth, that was amazing, right? Like I even had some sauerkraut because it was recommended that sauerkraut's good to start the gut biome back up. I don't even like sauerkraut, and it was amazing. You know what I mean? And then for lunch today, I had some like baked chicken breast, some more eggs. Like I'm still trying to keep it easy, you know? Yes, what a shot. Getting so good at this game. That tasted like the best thing ever. It really did. Got some more stuff way over there. Those things are so like intermittent. Surprise. Whew, we made it just barely. Okay. Easy. Alright. We have energized most of the escape loop. What did we miss? Nope, we got the whole thing. Let's get out of here. This one was kind of fun. It was a lot to process. Like with the giant worm chasing me and the enemies all over the place. The game has definitely scaled up the digital world encounters. But I had a good time with this one. That one was kind of fun. Made it impossible to talk about what I was trying to talk about, so I don't know how any of that turned out. Anyway, in theory, we'll wait for this to make sure there's no dialogue, or I will just lose my idea again. Kind of a long load screen. I'm still here. It hasn't crashed. Hopefully, stand together in the darkness and see. Okay, my face is inside something. I'm stuck. I think it unstuck me, maybe. It straight up kicked me out of the game. We're having some issues today, aren't we? I'm gonna get through it. This thing, I don't know if it's done. Like, I don't know if it saved me doing that. I might have to do that again. No, it's done. Good. I really didn't want to do that again. Just like the principle of the matter, you know? The thing is, like, suppose I'm going to go ahead and give you the breakdowns, right? After 16 hours or so, I ran out of glycogen. My body had to switch over to the fat that I've stored up and start making ketones out of that. And then my brain had to switch over to running on ketones. At that point, in theory, your body's running on the fat that you stored during the fast. So in theory, it's a really good way to lose some body fat, which I've accumulated some of that over the holidays, over the cold months, due to both a leg injury and some depression I've gone through that's resulted in me eating a bunch of garbage, which contributed to the depression, which made everything worse, you know, stuck in that vicious circle of coming home tired and feeling like crap because I'm eating like crap, and then I continue to eat like crap because it tastes good, it makes you temporarily feel good, but then you still feel horrible, and, you know, by the end of the winter, I felt pretty poorly. So this is from 2024. Today we lost 2 subjects due to heart attack. It seems we are still far from immunized subjects from the chemical weapons. Still, the 2 of them have provided ample data, even though one of them started screaming and wiggling halfway, almost messing up with the result. I know we work with the scrap of them, but this is still unacceptable. I'll have to talk with the education department head. We'll bring 4 more during the next session and see how it goes. On another note, I noticed something is changing in 01. As always, his results are at the top of the facility. Still, something is bugging me. During previous session, he always asked me many questions about the outside world, human society, and so on. Obviously, besides technical questions, I never answer, as that would ruin his education. Still, he never gave up before, and I always find his stubbornness fit to the one leader of the new era should have. But for almost a month now, the questions he asked me are about genetics, chemistry, and so on. It's like he lost some of his curiosity. I need to dig deeper. So 01 is probably definitely my character, and that's interesting. Some decent story time there. Checking this out. Dad says he needs to lose belly fat, but can't do sit-ups anymore. Man, everything's mostly diet, bro. Diet and walking. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not going to give anybody health advice or diet advice in the event that somebody follows my advice and for whatever reason it doesn't work with their body chemistry. Like, what works for me might not work with other people. What I'm doing right now seems to work pretty well, and I've done different...
I know this place.
Oh, what's going on? Character struggling. Lots of grunting.
Adam, what's up? Adam!
Getting his memory back, maybe.
Are you still with me?
Just give me a second. My head felt like it was splitting open.
What happened?
I remembered something. Not everything, but enough.
Oh. What exactly do you remember?
Pieces of my childhood. Flashes. I'm sure now. This is where I was born.
You mean...
The facility. Where they made us. Sample 5462. Data form 01. That's me. They didn't even bother giving us proper names.
Did you remember any useful information?
Only the painful ones.
Interesting. Well, our theory's confirmed. And it's story time again, 2024. I ran the test twice. The results were the same: sugar. Our strict dietary protocols ensure absolute control, so I caught the kitchen staff and made a mistake. However, after reviewing their logs, nothing was amiss. The sugar had come from somewhere else. Someone gave it to 01, a snack, candy, something outside our regulations. The implications are disastrous. Years of work, careful conditioning, all potentially wasted because of one fool's mistake. Worse, 01's sudden lack of curiosity now makes sense. Someone has been interacting with him. Who could it be? A teacher? That spineless woman from the meeting? No, she would never defy orders. A guard? Unlikely. If they only care about their paycheck. A researcher? Impossible. They know the stakes. It has to be a janitor or some other unskilled worker. They might be foolish enough to risk everything. I will report this to security department. Demand full investigation of the facility's personnel. Cannot allow this project to fail, not after everything we have done. Would that make me a monster, or worse, a failure? I know too well what happens to failures here. I need answers immediately. I wonder if the woman from the meeting, the spineless woman from the meeting, I wonder if that's Samantha. So we're going to try to collect all the GPUs we find in these cases. Oh, that one didn't make it. That one didn't make it. It's like I don't want to give health advice if something bad happened to them. For me, as long as I'm on like a calorie deficiency diet of some kind, I always take vitamins, multivitamins, to try to shore up anything I might not be getting by eating less, and then drinking lots of water. I always get in shape pretty quick that way, and I've been in shape many times in my life. And then I kind of fall off. You know, a cheat day turns into a cheat week, turns into a cheat month, turns into starting over almost. And I've been through that. I've been through that many times. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at, when I do fall off the wagon, I don't fall off as far. You know what I mean? Like I wind up 10 pounds above what I want, not 30 pounds above what I want. So, hey, we can climb out the window. This has been pretty cool. Having a good time, checking the watch. Probably another 15 minutes or so, and I'll consider that long enough for a first stream back in action. Oh no, a giant squid thing. Don't kill me, stupid squid. Surprise, pal. We outsmarted him. Laser sight on the pistol was a great investment. I'm very happy about it. That was pretty cool story time in there. I didn't want to read the Eden stuff. I apologize for that. But I just didn't have it in me. You know what I mean? What's this say? Pain refines, weakness dies. Eden awaits. This place was definitely not like shy about their mission. What the heck is that noise? Door's not opening. Stupid door. Ridiculous.
Adam, how are you? Any leads so far?
Oh my goodness, killed instantly. Alright, watch out for the death bats.
Adam, how are you? Any leads so far?
Not yet. I'm in our old gym. You know, this was the only place where we were allowed to act like kids. Mornings before experiments.
Then came the lessons. Endless lectures. Brainwashing. Test. Oh, and if you failed, you were punished. The next day, they'd subject you to the most dangerous, excruciating experiment.
Adam, you never told me.
The kids were terrified, always. The staff, they were pretty humans. But they looked at us like we were monsters. I was the oldest, so the others relied on me. But there was nothing that I could do. Some leader that I turned out to be.
You were a child too.
Almost every day.
One or two kids just disappeared.
You know, side effects of all the shit they tested on us. And every time it happened, new graves would pop up in the cemetery. After a while, I understood and stopped going out there. I just couldn't face it anymore.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry. How did you get out of there?
In the end, the place was bombed. The lab's firewalls went down and we scattered through the data gates. The few of us who could, at least.
You know what, Sam? I was relieved. Finally out. On my own. No one to look after. No responsibility. Best day of my life. Maybe I really am a monster after all.
Everybody's a monster, Adam. Believe me.
That was seemed fairly difficult, figuring out what I was supposed to do with the limited time. Where the nasty bat's going. Right at me? Great. This is a great time. It's a great time. We're having a good time. My character's struggling so bad from the toxic. It's too bad it didn't checkpoint me after I healed that. Okay. We're doing alright, though. We're doing alright. Try to figure out what it wants me to do to make it through this bat trap. Forgot about this. What the heck? I'll try this again. We're gonna get through this. Save the mask. I'm gonna move a little slower this time. A little more carefully. It's gonna work out. You get used to playing a little aggressive there. And this section cannot be played aggressively. All right. I honestly do not like the stupid bat things. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. All right. I don't know. I don't know if they're clear or not. Okay. I think we're clear for story time. 2024, I can tell at a glance this place is a prison. I know because I've been there. That's why I took this shitty job. Who else would offer me this kind of money? All I have to do is keep my mouth shut, clean up after some brats. They said if I talked or stepped out of line, I'd end up back in jail, but honestly, without this job, I'd probably be back there anyway. At least that's what I told myself when they bailed me out and offered me this gig. I mean, I've seen some messed up shit in my life. Prison wasn't a walk in the park, but it doesn't even compare to this place. Every morning I change the blankets on the bunk beds. More often than not, they're stained with blood, puke, or worse. It's like the kids are sick or drugged. Even when they come back in the evenings, they're beaten worse than my drunk old man ever beat me. Every damn day. They're completely broken inside. I can see it. I was like them once. Still, I have to keep my anger in check, especially when I see these high-class teachers, researchers walking around like they're the shit, building their careers off these kids' misery, and not one of them has the guts to speak up. Spineless bastards, I need to stop thinking about it. It's just a job I desperately need. I've blown it before, fighting back, losing control, paying the price. If I screw this up, I lose more than a paycheck, and I can't let that happen. Not again. So that's a journal from the janitor, apparently. I'm like curious if there's anything over here before we move on. This facility is probably the facility that's mentioned in the diaries back.
Dormitory, where we used to sleep.
Are your memories coming back?
Just fragments. I remember 3 kids I was close to. We'd hide in the same blanket, whispering about what we'd do once we got out.
What did you want to do?
See the outside world, meet other people. The janitor here, he was a good man. Maybe the only one. He's probably the reason we started questioning the crap they taught us. One day he snuck us some candy and told us that the world had so much more to offer. After that day, we never saw him again.
So I was wrong. It wasn't the lady at the meeting. It was the janitor. It's always the janitor. You can always count on the janitor. Story time, boys. Story time. This is this one we scroll. I screwed up big time. This morning, it was my turn to clean the dormitory. The brats were supposed to be in class, but one of them was lying on the bed shivering like a leaf, pale as a ghost, blanket pulled up to his head. He was clearly too messed up to attend any lesson. The teacher probably sent him back and forgot to tell the secretary to adjust my shift. I've seen her around, mid-30s, barely holding it together. She's one of the few who seem to care about the kids. That's got to be Samantha. Maybe that's why she's starting to get high. Can't blame her. This place grinds you down. I was about to leave when the kid's wheezing through his teeth. God damn it. Not even an animal deserves to be ignored like that. I asked if I should call a doctor or something. The kid laughed through his spasms and said, I just came back from the nursery. I wouldn't mind a bottle of water. Tough little brat, smarter than a kid at his age should be, too. Before I knew it, I was talking to him. Turns out these kids aren't normal. I mean, I already knew that, but I never imagined they weren't human. Blew my mind for a second, sure, but so what? Been in places full of murderers and junkies. A kid not being quite human isn't even the weirdest thing I've seen in the last 6 months. I mean, that probably would be the weirdest thing you've seen in the last 6 months, but what caught me off guard was how 01, yeah, that's his name, kept grilling me with questions, stuff about the outside world, how people live, society, politics, and morality. It was like he was studying me. Funny enough, he seemed more curious than I was. Before I left, he asked if we could talk again, and like the idiot I am, I couldn't say no. I know it's a bad idea. Trouble seems to follow me wherever I go. Damn it. Story time. Story time, the game. It's not even a bad story, but like shout out to developers that are able to tell their story without causing you to stand and read constantly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be harsh on the game because they had a story they wanted to tell, and I don't think it's a bad story. But man, I'm tired of reading, bro. I want to shoot some stuff and walk around. Or even like, if we're just gonna read the game, let's just make it a cutscene. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's anything back there or not. I don't know if there's anything back there or not. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go or not supposed to go. We'll check down here first. We'll go back the other way. We're not going to go much further today. But I've had a good time today. Like, I got stuck in several spots for a couple of minutes each. But overall, I feel like progress has been fairly smooth. The story's getting interesting. Like, it's a good game. Just if they were able to tell the story in a way that didn't interrupt the action as much, you know? And maybe make the voice acting a little less dramatic. Because like him grunting through everything he's got to say all the time is kind of taxing on the listener. You don't quite need to pause that much. Oh no, those things. Next. Something hurt me bad there, and I don't know what it was. I do not know how to deal with these things. I don't even know if you can. We're gonna try. This game's even been kind of a cool experience overall. Like, admittedly, I'm kind of ready for it to be over and start the next things. I've got such a huge backlog and so many games I want to play.
So, back to Monster Factory.
What do you mean?
It's our old school. Humans are the virus and you are the cure. And that's the kind of shit they drilled into our heads. Or this one. One day you'll serve the new god, who will descend to bring Eden to the chosen ones. But they never told us who that god was supposed to be. Can you believe that?
It sounds completely insane.
Yeah, but if it's all you hear from birth, it becomes your truth. I was firstborn, so they put me in a leadership role. I tried to make others question it, but I couldn't push too hard or they would have gotten rid of me too. Most of them didn't listen anyway. I don't want to even think about what they did after escaping.
They were unforgivable. All of it was unforgivable. Believe me.
It's like decent story, you know? Story time the game. It's decent. This facility here, this school, is going to be our stopping point for the day. I just want to explore it a little bit. I think you missed the first time. That's for you, Dazzy, for hanging out with me while I play games, bro. Oh no, story time. Dang it, this one that scrolls, though. I've been here for 2 weeks teaching children. At first, I couldn't understand why they needed a senior lecturer for 6-year-olds. Then I met them. The children terrify me. I know it's wrong to feel this way, but I can't help it. They think like they're 20-year-olds, learn at impossible speeds, and act like cadets. They sit silently, never chatting, laughing, or crying. The other day, one of them fell and scratched his knee. He didn't flinch, not even when he was punished later for being clumsy and dirtying his pants. They hit him hard. He endured it all with the same blank expression. It was horrifying to watch, even though I knew the teacher had no choice. None of us do. I see it in everyone's eyes. The fear of guilt eating away at us, protecting our families enough to justify this. What would I have done in his place? Just the thought gives me chills, and this isn't even the worst part. The roster keeps changing. Poor performers disappear, replaced by others, regardless of age. No one explains where they go or what happens to them. I don't even want to imagine. The curriculum is pure indoctrination. They drill hierarchy into the children, twist history to make humanity seem violent, irrational, and self-destructive, like a virus. Beyond the standard courses, there are specialized classes like engineering, chemistry, even farming and foraging. Foraging feels like we're preparing them to rebuild civilization from scratch. I don't know what to think anymore, but I have to keep going. I miss my family so much. Story time, the game. That's some of my worst handwriting ever over there. Even I don't know what it says. I'm the one that wrote it. It's kind of a relief when a door doesn't open because I know within is another story time. Such a bizarre choice to make a game like this and then start opening most of the content just reading. Bomb. Nice.
I'm all set on it. I already have enough. Got enough needle. I got enough needle as it is.
Come on.
I'm all set on ammo.
So the game just loaded us down with ammo and topped our health off, which can only mean one thing. More fighting to do. Only now am I beginning to understand the horror we're trapped in. A few days ago, I attended my first meeting with other departments. Normally, interactions are forbidden without authorization, even with the same team. That's when I learned the truth. The children, they're not fully human. A genetic researcher proudly called them the next step in human evolution. It sounded insane. I thought they'd only enhanced to some smarter, stronger. An education head discussed teaching them how to use their abilities. They played videos to demonstrate. At first, the footage showed children's capabilities. I was stunned. The subject shifted to experiments. Another video began. This time, it showed what happened to the children who scored the lowest. They were used as test subject where the missing children went. One of them was a boy I taught. He had the lowest score in my class, smaller than the others his age, with a timid look that made me want to protect him. I couldn't watch more than a few seconds before running and throwing up. The faces of my kids kept flashing in my mind, overlapping with the ones on the screen. I completely lost control. I yelled, cried, cursed at them. How could they do this? How could anyone? They dragged me out of the room. Then she appeared, the woman from my first day, calm, cold, and composed, showed me a photo of my kids smiling in the park and said, "We're always a short on testing subjects. Don't make me come back. I'm a busy woman." Then she walked away like nothing happened. Fainted right there. Since that day, and I've done everything they ask. I know it's unforgivable, but I can't fight them. The real humane creatures aren't the children here. It's us. If I remember right, Samantha mentioned something about a sister that she lost. I wonder if she disobeyed the orders of the people of this facility and they killed her sister. I don't remember what she told me happened to her sister because I have a terrible memory that seems to get worse by the day. There's a lot of lockers to check. We got to make sure the game saves before we quit, though. So we got to push on until that happens. I don't want to search all this again and read these. And what's a chess club? Open to all years. Dang it. More story time. I'm not reading this. I'm not going to do it. It's another person that worked here that was really distraught about working here. In summary. I don't want to be mean. It's not my take. And usually if I don't like a thing, I choose not to complain. I choose not to cover it, right? But overall, I think this game has a lot of positive qualities. The gameplay mechanics, the physics, the graphics. I think it's got a lot of stuff that works well and like you'd expect it to. But if you're wondering why this game wasn't a big hit, it's because it's story time the game. And not everybody wants to read through all this. And if it was your vision, then I appreciate that that's what you made. And I respect it. You know what I mean? But if you're upset that people didn't like it, you got to give people what they want if they're going to buy your game. Sorry about that. Sorry about that little rant. I know if I enter this digital world, that will cause it to checkpoint. So I think the other side of that will be a perfect place to stop.
I already have enough bullets to start a war.
Got enough bullets to start a war. Alright, let's go to work. Thing sprays wildly and it's hard to dodge. Alright, stupid worm. Let's go. I never did figure out what these cubes do. We are in trouble. I know. I think I'm going to come up just short. No, I got one more jump somehow. That didn't bounce me at all. Just barely. Chat's in my way. Perfect. Stupid worm hit me in the back of the head. That's okay. This should checkpoint me. And the next time I play, I'll clear this. Yeah, that should be a safe checkpoint. We made it through another day on this game. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Appreciate anyone that hung out with me through this video, through the channel's history. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the more regular content. I'll do my best to stream consistently like I was doing before the vacation, which feels pretty good, but also it's warming up outside. I'm going to be kicking into exercise time, so I'm probably going to set aside certain days that I stream and not stream all the time, but I'm having a good time making content. Hopefully you guys are having a good time watching the content. It's been fun. It's been fun. And this game is kind of hit and miss, but I think we're past the halfway point. I do want to push forward. I want to make finishing games something I do, and the next thing we play is going to be something a little different with a lot less reading. Dad says stupid worm. Agreed. That section there is going to be a pain. But we're going to pick that up probably tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after work. But I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time making videos again. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting this tiny channel. Thank you for taking the time to share your time with me. I'm going to play my little outro. Have a nice day.